machine that executes at the highest level.
That's where we folks sell billions of dollars of real estate.
The chasing business, now all of a sudden I was attracting it.
You're going to get a lot of no's before you get that first yes.
You're not doing consistent.
You're everywhere all the time. People will take you.
You have to outproduce your problems.
It has everything to do with the mindset and the discipline.
Don't try to be making a withdrawal before you've made a deposit.
Focusing on the quality, not the quantity.
Continue to move forward and grow.
What is up, Every Agent Wins fam? Today we have another fantastic show for you. And coming to us out of San Diego, California, Afroditi Aguilar. She is a fantastic agent with a huge team and growing. They have 30 team members currently. They are looking to grow to 40. They're doing 250 deals, looking to grow to 400 plus deals. Afroditi is doing 60 personal deals a year. So she is absolutely crushing the real estate space. So today we're going to be talking about becoming a professional fisherman inside of your business. So what does that mean? Some fishermen fish with one pole, some fishermen fish with multiple poles. The more poles that you have, the more business that you can get, and the more fish that you can create, which is business in this instance. So create more pillars of business. We're also going to be talking about how to convert online leads, mentoring and training if you do have a team, how important that is, and also getting your team members in that right mindset. We'll also be talking about identifying the talents of your team members and using that to escalate their business to the next level. So hopefully you watch this episode and enjoy it after these messages.
So you're a new agent. You don't know where to start. You've done typical agent things like cold calling.
Have you ever thought of selling your home? Hello? Tom?
Hi, looking to sell your home?
And doing open houses. You're not making any progress. So you download the Bellwood Agent and you follow directions provided. You find a seller. Bellwood likes the house. Within a few days, you get an accepted contract. You show the house. Bellwood buys the house. You get paid. You relist the property once split. You sell the property. You get paid again. You did this with no knowledge or experience. Rinse and repeat.
Hey, Tom. Still looking to sell your home? Bellwood's buying.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What is going on, everybody? This is Ronnie, and this is the Every Agent Wins show, where our goal is to bring the best people on the planet together and give real estate knowledge and make you a better real estate agent. I have Afroditi Aguilar of Big Block Realty. She is a boss, and I'm loving what she's talking to me. We talked about off camera, and she's just killing it. She's doing 30. She has 30 agents on her team, 60 personal deals. Doing how many deals does your team do a year?
We'll be at 250 this year.
That's nuts, you guys. And in the San Diego market, you guys are just crushing it. High price points. I love it. What's your average price point?
Right now, it's in the low sixes for our average price point.
That's great. That's amazing. I love it. All right. So we talked a little bit off camera, and I want to give you a chance to introduce yourself, because I think you are a stud, and I love what you guys are doing, and I love the mindset and how you guys are going about things. But you told me your personal goal is to have 40 agents and go to 400 deals.
By the end of 2021.
Oh my gosh. And I want to get into how you're going to do that and discuss all that. But I definitely wanted to highlight you and show the caliber of person that we are bringing on this show. And I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for taking some time.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right. So tell me a little bit. I know you weren't always in real estate. There's a lot of people that just by default, their family are in real estate and they go into real estate and they go and crush it. You're kind of like me. I had to find my way and figure it out. So tell me your journey of where you started and now where you're at.
Absolutely. So I was in the restaurant business pretty much my entire life. I was waiting tables when I was 18. I was bartending by the time I was 21. Switched over as a natural progression and started managing restaurants, was managing large teams here in San Diego. And got to the point, I have a 7-year-old, and I got to the point right before my son was born. I didn't want to do it anymore. I couldn't work those 14-hour days, missing everything. We briefly talked about it, but it was, I talked to my husband, Dean, who also was in real estate.
Stud. Another stud. Yeah.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy for sure.
If you are not following this cat, follow him. Dean Aguilar. What is it? Muse? How do
It's
you say it?
Digital Muse Media. Yeah. It's the real Dean Aguilar. I think it's Dean Aguilar on Instagram right now.
Follow him. Too. I love him.
Yeah, he's a good guy. But he and I had a conversation like right before my son was born, and he was like, you know what? Let's think about it. Let's talk about it. Can you come on the real estate team with me? Now imagine two alphas trying to work together. We had to really think about it and really define the roles so you know exactly who was going to do what. The kicker for me was like after my son was born, I was still in the restaurant business. His first steps, I missed them. I got them on my phone as a video and I lost it. I was like, I'm done. And I think it was like literally like 3 weeks later, I was like, I'm out. I can't do it. Joined real estate. My first year, and I told you this one too, like literally had no idea. I'm at a Tom Ferry event, sitting in the back row because I didn't want to be talk to anybody. I didn't know what I was saying. Guy beside me tells me he's going to do 100,000 GCI. I'm like, what the fuck is a GCI? Like, I have no idea what you're talking about right now.
Yeah.
He and I was like, okay, maybe I'll do 10 deals this year. Ended up crushing 30 deals, or 28 deals the first year. Literally did it because I was a sponge. And this was it was hard. And I'm not going to lie, having to learn from your husband or your spouse, because you have to learn a brand new way to do things. I took his sales with my service background and was able to come up with this great package that we're now, coaching our team on. It's been an awesome road. And this year I'm going to close right at 60. And then I coach the team. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. And I think you said something so spectacular is be a sponge. There's so many people that come into this industry and they think that they maybe know a little bit more than they do. Take your pride away because this industry will eat you up if you are not a sponge and you don't listen to people that have done it before you.
Exactly. And it's not that you're not reinventing the wheel. Like you're literally doing the same things and putting your own twist on it. And that's what I did. I surrounded myself with as much as I possibly could. I listened to podcasts all day long. I watched every video I could. I did all the coaching, everything that I could possibly submerge myself in with this industry. I did for the first probably 2.5, 3 years because I needed to find my way. And I was able to find my own way that way.
I love it. I love it. So I have, I'm sure there's probably a fair amount of people that have teams or want to make teams or start teams. Yeah. You guys are at 250 deals with 30 agents.
Yep.
Crazy amount of stuff going on. You're wanting to scale to 40 agents and 400 deals.
Yep.
Tell me your plan on how you do that.
Okay. So I think it goes with the structure of the team. We're all about growth within. Like if you know people, if you have a great transaction with somebody, we automatically ask them, invite them in for a quick interview and see if they would be a good fit. That's one of the easiest ways, like recruiting wise, how we would do it. And then it comes to just having satisfied team members. If your team members are happy, you'll feel it throughout, and we'll be able to grow with them like that. Like as we train them every single day, as we work with them on their skill set, we'll be able to do it.
I love it. So you guys are very hands-on, and I like that you're saying is find the people that you like and you already have worked with, and they fit your model, right? Create your model, and that will trickle down underneath, right?
100%.
I love that. All right. So, and there's a lot of other things that you do, a ton of things, but I want to dive into just simply how do you get clients, right? How do you get leads? And I know Dean's got the digital marketing going crazy for you,
for sure.
Eating the business, but how do you get leads and how do you convert on them?
Right. So we'll start with, the different ways. And every team member is different on our team. Some team members work expired, some team members work FSBO, some team members do online. It's just a really big mix. And what we try to do is to make you better with what you do. Mm-hmm. So of course there's online lead generation, whether that's Facebook, Google, Zillow, like whichever, right? Realtor.com. There's quite a few different ones with that one. And then we've also got the FSBOs that we work on. We've got expireds. We've got REO and notice of defaults. We have an investor on our team, so we work on those as well. God, we've pretty much we run the gamut with every single pillar. Had you asked me this 3 years ago, it was one, or 4 years ago, it was one thing. The only thing I ever did before was online leads. And that was me starting in the business and, into it. And then I realized I had this turn and I was like, you need to have more in order to be successful. So now it's like referrals, sphere, everything. Anybody that knows us knows that we're in real estate. There's no secret agents on our team.
You guys are professional fishermen. How I look at it is you're throwing fishing poles. You're using 5, 6, 7, 8 fishing poles. You don't just have one. You're upping your odds with 7.
Absolutely.
Love that.
We're putting them out there. We're doing as many pillars as you possibly can. I mean, it's the best way to do it. Because if you only have one, you're going to be stuck with that one.
I love it. I love it. So I know we talked about you have several new agents and that can make or break a new agent where they go, right?
Right.
So when they come onto your team, how do you make sure that one, they're sticking around? And I think what the next part of the question is going to reason why they stick around is how do they get business like right away? And how do you get them engaged in your plan?
Got it. So the first thing that they do, the very first day of their training and onboarding is with me. And I go through a full-on like mindset training on why mindset is so important in this business. And I explain to them, some of them may not know the roller coaster that is real estate. Like the morning you open an escrow, the afternoon you lose a listing, later on in the day you have a low appraisal, then, it's literally up and down all day long. So that explanation to them, I think, is the biggest, and letting them know that they're going to, like I said, they're going to get kicked in the teeth a couple of times. They have to have the strong,
hundreds of times.
Yeah, you're going to get a lot of no's before you get that first yes, but just be on it. And this is something that with our team too, our team is extremely supportive, especially for the newer agents. Like we literally take them under our wings. Like I have our mentors will take them under the wings and like, okay, come with me for the entire day today. You're riding in my car. You get to see this, and this in action. The more experience they get with it, the more reps at it, the better off they are, for sure.
I love it.
And then for the second part of the question, how do they get the leads? We open up the floodgates for them. We've got the online, of course, leads that come through. We have them hammer their sphere. We work through scripts with them for their own personal sphere. If they're married, their husband's sphere. Like, again, no secret agent. We teach them how to properly put things on Facebook where it's not boring, where people will actually watch. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We're teaching them TikTok right now, which is phenomenal.
I haven't started. I'm right on the verge.
You gotta do it.
I'm right on the verge. I'll be right on the verge. I'll be do
it. I know we know some great people who are in TikTok.
Yeah.
Like there's a credit repair girl. She just gave us a client out here, and I talked to them, and they were like, they found her from TikTok, watched her to get their credit up from TikTok. It's an amazing platform.
Oh, we have many people, and you should start following people on TikTok that are getting actual business. And everybody thinks it's a kid's little platform. It is not. This is the next thing. 100%.
Yep. Absolutely. 100%. 100%. That's going to be the next platform. So that's what we teach them. Then we also have a pond of 15,000 leads, past leads that they can kind of rotate through. I think the biggest thing is like the training, though. The training is key. Every single day, skill set training. We give them the option. We do role plays with our team 5 days a week. We bring in special people. We do specific trainings once a week. So we are very, very invested in their training.
I love it. I love it. And I love that you are hands-on and you're still willing to work with them, because I see a lot of teams where somebody just wants to get out of sales at this point when they get to that role, and they just want to, just earn off that other person. You have to invest in that person and make them a better person personally, and make them a better worker, and get them in that absolute kill it mindset. And you have to be their rocket that literally holds their hand and brings them up to space.
I'm the one that pushes them up. And I think the main thing, I think you hit on a really good point there when it comes to like, oh shoot, I just lost my train of thought.
No worries.
I really had a good one for you.
No, what you're doing is you're holding somebody's hand and bringing them to the top and making sure that they do not fail.
Absolutely. And I think this is where I'm going with it. So when we do our training, we
I told you I'd bring you back in.
Thank you. I literally was over here and I was like, it's a good one. So when I do their first onboarding, we do ask them what their why is. And the reason we do that, some people don't know what their why is. The people who have a real why, a real solid why, you can use that to be able to train them the right way. You know what I mean?
Right.
Everybody has different personalities. I don't sell. I'm an extreme, the different personality types. I'm extremely expressive. For me, training an analytical is a little bit harder, but analyticals can sell. So I have an analytical mentor on our team who takes those specific team members and pushes them up because he's going to be a better trainer for them. Although we all train in the same groups, they're better trainers for that personality. Whereas I can take an expressive all day and teach them how to rein it in and close deals.
That's a really good point. Is everybody's different, right? And we have to be able to be a good coach. And I'm still learning, right? I mean, you're probably learning. Is we have to identify who this person is and how we can help them get to that next level, and maybe pick up some of their weak points and make them better in their weak points.
And see how their strong points can help, because that's really big when you see a team member who can contribute. A lot of times the team members, a lot of people will look at the newer team members and be like, oh, I'm just going to teach them. I learn every day from my team members, and they're a wealth of knowledge. Like I can get new information, the way I speak to people, the way I coach them, the way I train them. I get that from them every single day. I love all my team.
That's smart of you, though. That's smart because you're not, hey, I'm the alpha. What I say goes. It's not dictatorship.
No.
It's like, this is us. This is all of ours. And we are, because if they think that way, at that point, you're almost being where they're not the same level as you. And then, I mean, you're just lifting people up. And I love that so much.
100%. I think that's one of the biggest things that you can do is to help people through. We had a team member, and it was kind of somebody, nobody else would have ever brought this person on a team, because she was literally like, I get afraid to talk to people sometimes. That was literally what she said. And we were like, but we knew she had something. And her drive, that girl crushed it so hard. She would be in every single role play trying. She would be in every single, in the office every single day, just trying. And it took her a while. It took her a good 9 months to be able to get out of that comfort zone, to be able to feel comfortable. The girl closed 8 deals already this year. So coming from not even a year ago, being afraid to speak to people, to closing 8 deals, you killed it, girl.
And her confidence is probably through the roof now. She's probably not afraid of anybody.
Not afraid of anybody. Huge through the roof. She picked up a seller actually at the grocery store, which was amazing. I was like, what?
That's great. Something she wouldn't have done. So good props to you guys for lifting her up and lifting your team up and just adding value. I mean, that's 100%. That's the one thing that I'm getting off of this talk is you're just adding value and being genuine and being you. And that's amazing.
Yep.
All right. So I have kind of an off the wall question. I like throwing in a little off the wall. So is there somebody that you follow on Instagram or social media or TikTok or whatever that has just changed your life? Like, who is somebody that you cannot, but somebody has to go follow them?
Yeah. So it's got to be Gary Vaynerchuk. Honestly, Gary V.
Crushes it.
Yeah. He's such a good, honestly, and he says I know he says the same things over, but every time you hear it differently because you're in a different mindset. So he'll say the same, there's probably 10 different things he'll say, but every single time it's something new. And I really came out. It was probably my first year and a half of real estate. I was very much trying to be this persona that I thought I was supposed to be. Then I realized, wait a second, I can be myself. So I can be me and 100% genuine, 100% help people like I want to, and not have to put on this facade. And it just opened me up. It's one of the things that I want to teach so many people. I'll drop an F-bomb from now, here and again. I might do that every once in a while, but before I would be so afraid. I have to be so prim and proper. My clients appreciate the genuine me versus the pretend one.
Well, especially the ones that have already known you and then you're acting different in business. It's just awkward. It's weird, right? Just be you.
Let me be proper right now. And Yeah, no. Like,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what it really is. Of course, as professional as I need to, because when it comes down to
Of course, you
but-
still have to hold yourself to a little bit of a standard here.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But
be
you can be you. You don't
Yeah.
have to put on a face for anybody. And that's what I really love about. Like, there was a lot of different things that he's put in there, and every single one of them, it hits me differently every time I hear it.
I agree with you. Yeah, no, he's amazing. But all right, so another piece of this show where I feel there's a ton of value for anybody who comes on, right, and anybody who's watching is how can somebody, if somebody has a client that is moving to San Diego, how do they get in contact with you? Because you guys are doing an amazing job, and I think people are going to see how great you guys are and what your team does. How do people get a hold of you? Can they follow you on social media? All that stuff.
Yep, absolutely. I'm on Instagram at Afroditi Aguilar. You can call me 619-964-7717. Or you can, I'm just look me up. I'm everywhere.
Yeah, that's what you have to do these days.
Aphrodite.
Yeah.
Like,
Give me an email. How does somebody get an email?
Aphroditi at DinaAguilarGroup.com. AFRODITI.
I love it. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. All right. Enjoy.